We are building up to our second match with Clement in charge, and excitement is starting to build as just what the new manager can do. In today's video, we'll discuss the January transfer window whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Rangers hero Barry Ferguson has pinpointed that the instant impact that Felipe Clement has already made at Ibrox. The Belgian won his first game in charge, 4-0 against Hibernian at the weekend, and the former Scotland captain was impressed with the performance. However, he acknowledges that rivals Celtic, who are 7 points clear at the top of the Scottish Premiership currently, are also playing well currently too. He told Go Radio, "It's a hard place to go, Tynecastle, but if I'm being honest, after 10 minutes I knew there was absolutely no chance that Hearts were going to be back into it, so where are the favours going to come from? They're motoring just now, you can see each game they're going up a notch, but all Rangers can do is forget about what Celtic are doing. They need to really concentrate on their number one, and that's themselves." You could see it on Saturday when they gave the ball away. They weren't feeling sorry for themselves, they were working hard to get it back. You could see that what he's trying to do, put into this team, and bear in mind he's only had the full squad for a couple of days. But you can already see a difference. I like that he's not getting carried away, nobody should, because it's only one game. Now it's about showing that in Prague on Thursday night, then on Sunday against Hearts. I want to see it most games. Rangers are ready to spend money in the January transfer window. Speaking exclusively to Football Insider, former Rangers defender Alan Hutton wouldn't be surprised if there are incoming and outgoings in the winter transfer window. Felipe Clement took over from Michael Beale earlier this month and is having to contend with 9 new signings brought in by the previous boss. Fans have not been blown away by the new arrivals so far, as they have struggled to hit the ground running, with many supporters worried that Beale has done serious damage to the squad. But Alan Hutton is hopeful Clement can make a difference to the new signings, but if not, should be given a healthy budget in January. He said, "I think he will evaluate his squad first. I think that is probably high up on his list to look to see what he's already got, who he thinks he can work with, who can improve. The signings from the summer have just come to the club. It's not been the start they will have wanted. There is obviously potential there. He will look at the team first, see if he can improve them and if he can fit into his style of playing and the way of thinking. If not, there might be movement, and I can see there being 2 or 3 new signings in January. Ultimately, you want your own team, and I do think there will be money to spend in January, and first and foremost, it will be about what they can get first." Ryan Kent has been fired, a loyalty warning by Fenerbahce boss Ismail Kartal. The former Rangers winger has struggled to maintain a starting place at the Turkish giant since leaving Ibrox. He last started a league game for Fenerbahce on the opening day of the season, and now Kartal has challenged the winger to improve his form. Speaking to Turkish media, he said, "We prefer the players who will make the best contribution to the team. Ryan Kent is a disciplined and hard-working player, but he must remain loyal to the task you give him. Everyone is working, everyone deserves to play." In other news, former England international Jermaine Defoe has revealed that ex-England teammate Alfredo Morelos is the angriest player he's ever shared the dressing room with. The two played together across a 3-year stretch at Ibrox, and the Colombian clearly left an impression on Defoe. Andy described to former Watford striker Troy Deeney how Morelos was a completely different person on and off the pitch. Speaking on the Football First podcast, he said, "You know who's really angry? Alfredo Morelos. I went to Rangers. This guy off the pitch, Colombian chilled, walking around with his 5 phones in his hand just chilling. On the pitch he just switches, angry, he just wants to fight everyone. Even when he scores the celebration, have you seen the celebration? He does this thing and his face is aggressive." New Rangers manager Felipe Clement has been told he needs to become a figurehead for Rangers in the coming months if he wants his team to chase Celtic as the dominant force in the Scottish game. The Belgian has had spells in charge of Beveren, Genk and Club Brugge in his homeland of Monaco and France in the past, will attempt to build the result on the Europa League match against Sparta Prague and Czech Republic on Thursday night. Former Rangers captain Dave McKinnon believes the Glasgow club can, despite the underwhelming impact that many of Bill's summer signings have made, and the 3 Premiership defeats they've already suffered to date, come from 7 points behind to land the Scottish title this season. However, McKinnon has stressed that Clement, who presided over 3 consecutive Belgian Pro League triumphs, has to be far more than just a coach to land silverware and enjoy success in this country. He said, "The club needs a leader. If you look back at Rangers were on top of the Premiership and were doing well in Europe, they had a leader. They need a leader, strong character, to take the club forward. They need a manager who is a figurehead, not just a coach. Look back at successful managers Rangers had over the years: Graham Souness, Walter Smith, Dick Advocaat, and even Steven Gerrard. That is what they were, that is key, it's hugely important. Somebody said to me the other day the league is finished. It isn't. There are still another 3 Old Firm games. If you win them, you're right back in things. I don't think the players are as bad as everyone is making out. When you come into a club like Rangers, a lot of players don't quite understand the size of the club and what they have to achieve. If Clement becomes the leader they need, it will be interesting to see what they can do. McKinnon also reckons Rangers chairman John Bennett has to map out a long-term vision for the Ibrox club as well. He said Celtic have taken things to a different level by aligning everything in their club in the right way. It will be a big task catching them, but if Rangers get the personnel right and get the right messages out, say what they want and how they want to achieve it, I think they can do that. Clubs need to align in every aspect of their organisation, from the boardroom, from the chief executive to the manager, to the players to the fans. Everybody needs to have the same objective. There needs to be a clear vision for the club. I don't know if Rangers have quite done that yet. What is their short-term objective? What is their long-term vision? I'm sure they have a plan, but in order to progress, they really need to make it public. John Bennett is a great guy and his heart is genuinely in the right place. He genuinely wants success for the club. But unless there's a clear vision throughout the entire club, players will drift in and out of games, will not understand what they have to achieve. It is difficult to know from the outside, but that is perhaps part of the problem. I think a clear statement of what their objectives are on and off the park is a huge thing. The fans have to be a part of it as well. I have been at many clubs where fan involvement is a huge part of the success. If they know what they are trying to achieve, they will get behind the club. At the moment, I don't think they have got that message. Rangers fans, what have you made of Felipe Clement's impact at the club so far? And how many January additions do you think we need to make? Let me know a number down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Remember, we do have Rangers t-shirts available on our website, so do head over to rfcclothing.com and browse the collection. We have got brand new designs coming very, very soon, so do keep your eye peeled. As I said, we are going to be getting new designs on the website, but do browse the current collection by going down into the link in the description or go to rfcclothing.com. Thank you, I'll see you all next time. Take care, peace.